Dear believers, we are very close to sign the new agreement with Pervis Estupiñán as a new left back. 17 million fee plus 2 millions adds on. Long-term deal for Pervis, now set to become a replacement for Theo Hernández. Now, is that a name that let me jump off the chair? It's not. It's not a name that let me jump off. Is it gonna be like Emerson Royal? What's the deal here? Now, I don't know much about Pervis. Let me be very, very honest, okay? So I'm very skeptical. Of course, this is my style. I'm always very skeptical until I don't see him playing. Before doing this video, I check all the stats. You know, in this video, I'm gonna try to make give you a bigger picture of who actually Milan bought it. Now, the weird thing is that it's coming only today, also because it's the day that Pobega officially leave Milan for 8 million to Bologna. He did a great post on Instagram, you know, talking about that he's been in Milan since 2013 and so on. But it's interesting how the day that officially one player is leaving, in the evening, boom, right away we got a new player. It looks like a puzzle, right? Looks like a jigsaw or something, how you call that in English. But it's always look like, okay, you guys are leaving, and so now we can take a new one. So we are wondering now when we're gonna sell Emerson Royal, when we're gonna sell Musa. Come on, Tare, do your work. So I'm sure that he's gonna be doing good surely. We're gonna get Pervis from Brighton. He's 27 years old. He's from Ecuador. Has a double citizenships, actually, Ecuador and Spain, but I believe that he decided to play for Ecuador. At the moment, I don't remember many players from Ecuador, so he must be a very proud moment for all the Ecuadorian out there. Sure, hopefully he's gonna be good for us. I see his career, he always played as a left back. His value last year was around 35 millions, actually 40. He touched the 40, and then this year back to 35. Milan is gonna bring it home back for only 17 million plus a couple of millions as adds on. 1 meter 75, 27 years old. Play for a national team since under 17, under 20, and now the first national team. Not many goals throughout his career. In fact, last year he scored only one goal. The year before he scored 2 goals. The year before 1 goal only. All the time with Brighton, partly under De Zerbi, as we know. Few assists on the first season. Actually, in Brighton, he had the 7 assists. There is something that worries me the most, more than goal and assist. So we cannot really compare to Hernandez, because just so you know, Hernandez was one of the best left back that Milan ever had, scoring more goals than Paolo Maldini itself. So, you know, it's great when a player does like this. So it's very hard to compare him. It's not gonna be easy, of course, to come to play. It's not gonna be come to play on as a left back. It's not gonna be easy even for us as a Milanista to see not Theo on the left side. That you know how he pushed. But this is a player that does a lot of runs forward. There is one factor that really worries me the most so far, which is his injury history. His injury history, guys, I'm a little bit worried, because last season, from August 31st to April 14 in 2024, okay, he had an ankle injury that kept him away for 140 days, which is a 17 match miss. This season, he got a muscle injury for 5 matches. 3 years ago, 11 match miss, 78 days total. The year before, again, 12. The year before, 9. The year before, 7. So there are some problem with his muscle. Is clearly because every single year is muscle injury, ankle injury, muscle, inner ligament injury, but mainly muscle, which is worrying me because of course we are spending 20 millions, but for a player that we know that very possible is gonna have some trouble. Now, is it gonna be like the Pulisic, the Loftus-Cheek? Well, Loftus-Cheek eventually last year he had a lot of injury again, but Pulisic looks like he is in a good shape, mainly mentally. So I believe that if he become mentally prepared and Allegri is able to enter in his head, I'm sure he can do good for Milan. So I'm excited for this. To give you a little bit more of the specific, I check and I check some of his from his stats, and you can see they have a shots total. This is pretty high already, and shot creating action, it is a little bit above average. Not the best, but still doing some good. Not very good at assist. Not very good at non-penalty expected goal plus assist goal. But let me tell you that under the passes attempts, passes accuracy, progressive passes, progressive carries, successful takes on, touches, and progressive passes, it is pretty good. Okay, it is pretty good. As you can see, all the stats above 80, pass completion on average above 83, and also tackles, interception, and aerials won. This is very important, especially because last season I saw many times Theo Hernández having this problem. Now, in my opinion, what it looks like from here, it does looks like he's a kind of player that is a little bit more defensive compared what it is Theo Hernández. So I will be curious to see how long it's gonna take for him to adapt to the Italian football. There are also, here we go, I also compare. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to add this to the edit, but I find a way to compare Theo Hernández to Pervis Estupiñán, and well, it is very clear that as I already mentioned before, is a player that doesn't shoot much, he doesn't assist much, so it's not that Milan is not going to be super unbalanced. But to be very honest with you, we all know that the biggest problem in the last couple of years tactically was conceding too many goals. And if you tell me, okay, we are losing so much power in a counter-attack, but is Pervis can give us a little bit more of tackles, a little bit more of a peace in the back, I will be very happy, especially his stats over the aerial one. Those are huge number compared to Theo Hernández. Huge number. All the other stats, they are pretty similar. They have exactly the same pass completion percentage. They have very similar total passing distance. Tackles 65 compared to 36 of Theo Hernández. Tackle won 43, only 28 won by Theo Hernández. Tackle in the last third defensive, 33 compared to 23 of Theo Hernández. He has a 66% percentage of dribblers tackled. So that means it's good. It's good at defending. Of course, he was playing in Premier League. He's a fast defender. I can see that. Is going to be Allegri able to adapt into his defense? I truly hope so. This is just, guys, a quick overview. I check also his Instagram, and I always love to do that because it gives me right away the first impression, right? He seems like a guy that is pretty down to earth. I can see a picture of him at the supermarket. I can see a picture of him training. He's also big physiques. That's something that we definitely needed. Proudly wearing the jersey of his of his national team. of the Ecuador. By the way, this is a beautiful jersey, I have to say, by Ecuador. Mamma mia, that's awesome. And for the rest, it looks like really, really down to earth, in my opinion. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably the first time that we can be we can start to see what's gonna be Milan for next season. As I said in the beginning, he's not a name that get me jump off the chair like, oh my god, yes, I need to buy the jersey of of him tonight. But as a potential, I want to believe that Allegri is gonna be able to place him tactically correct and give Milan a little bit more of balance, because we are going to need it for sure. Other than that, guys, I don't have any more information. We will see what's gonna happen. We still need a right back. We probably need somebody that, in case Pervis got another muscle injury, we need to take him. I hope that we can wrap up the story with Jashari, because it's something that is ridiculous how long it's taking. I hope that we can get also Pubil, the guy from Almeria, and give to Allegri and the team and his team all the tools to try to do the best. Because once again today I heard that Allegri said it's very important to arrive in Champions League for the brand. And when I read those things, my heart just wants to explode, because how come you want to get top 4 for the brand but not for the fans? Sorry, come on, Milan, come on. We will see, guys. Let me know what do you think about this gentleman. And that's all. Ciao, forza al diavolo.